Chat squad, welcome back in to the stream. Promise Monday 2 up in here. Hope y'all are doing well. Excited for what's to come here with you all. But before we do anything, let me say hello to the early chatters up in here. Let's see. Danny Becker, Buttercup, welcome in. Tay Hufflepuff in the building. Jenna Lee, Live, what's good? Lulu, Can of Biscuits, Sal's here. Daisy in the building. Kansas, Lori, welcome in. Jen, what's up? What's up? Random Jess, hello. Mandy, Chrissy, I love shoes with the Prime sub. Thank you for using your one Prime here on me. Appreciate that. Welcome back into the Lesson 2 crew. I love shoes. Appreciate you. Liv, hello. Devi, what's up? Christian Mingle, hello, hello. Man, this is ooh, the jacket. You like chat? What do you think? What do you think? You think this looks good? We like this look? Thank you. It's a new purchase. Jason, welcome. I think we're the 42nd month. Oh, y'all fucking with the yes, you fucking with the jacket. Love it. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wait, let me try with the David. Let's see if it works with the David. Yeah, looks pretty fucking good. Can't lie. That's awesome. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much. Yusuf, Vinyl, welcome and respawning. Devi, Tomster. Thank you, Tay. Kirkin, you like that one? Have you seen a tribal council? You get me. You get me. Proud Sam, thank you for the 7-month. Appreciate you. Welcome back into Lesson 2 crew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I believe Proud Sam and I think Jen, if I'm not mistaken, I have received your messages about joining the Discord. This is the command if you're subscribed to follow the instructions there to join. If you have any trouble, let one of the mods know. They can definitely help you out and got you. The stream idea sounded cool, so I had to tune in. And Foot, I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. So let me tell you how it's gonna go. Let me give you the setup here, chat. Hey, Stu says, forever lurking and VODing, but excited for all the streams. Thank you so much, Stu. Thank you for coming out of lurk mode just to even say that. I do appreciate it. Shout out to the lurkers out there. I know, listen, as a fellow lurker on many of streams, I definitely appreciate y'all. And I know how important you are to this community as well. So welcome in. Kraston says, hey, keep me company as I pack up my whole apartment. Kraston, happy to help. Happy to help because as someone who just moved, okay, and I needed packing to do, happy to provide you some content while you do that, okay? Yusuf, thank you for month number 4 with your Prime sub. Appreciate you. Arabin, thank you for the 34th month. Thank you for this hype. I really do appreciate it. Don't do I dish the stream. Oh my God. Well, listen. I'm happy you said hello, respawning, for sure. And your secret's safe with me, okay? It's safe with me. Not telling anybody. So we're good. We're good. Okay, so I feel like I need to explain what this stream is today, chat. I think it's relatively straightforward, but there's a couple of functions that go along with it that I want to elaborate on. My friend Katie, thank you for the 37-month. Megan with the Prime sub. Thank you for using your one Prime here. Welcome back for your 6th month here. Thank you, both of you. So this is kind of, you can call it a Hot Ones-ish type situation. Only I'm not getting these questions curated. They're coming directly from the lovely community. So the mods have gone ahead and set up some rooms for us. There is a waiting room and a live stream room in the Discord. Okay? And so in order, if you have a question you want to ask, just pull up to the waiting room. I will be pulling people into the live stream room. You'll be unmuted. You have the opportunity to ask your question, and then I will be left with a decision. Would I like to do one thing, or would I like to do 2 things? And that is this. So, would I like to answer the question honestly to you? Or would I like to take a BeanBoozled? Or I actually found this in my stuff, so we can do either or. I have a Fiery 5 spicy BeanBoozled, or I have a Birdie Bots every flavor bean which are also rancid flavors. So obviously some of these flavors look fine, right? Like a green apple, I think I can live with, but there's literally a dirt, booger, vomit flavor that could end up happening, or a spicy one that could end up happening. So, yes. Steph needs you to add her on Steam, please. What? Okay, hold on. Thank you, Pixie Sticks. Appreciate it. Oh, dear Lord. I'm asking for a whole lot of invasive questions. Listen, I have the right to reject your question. I would just have to eat one of these as punishment instead. So there you have it. No rejecting the crew. Oh, absolutely there will be rejecting, because then we're not going to eat any of these. I mean, the objective is I give you about as much answers as I can for me, but so this also comes with its own wheel, I guess, spinner included. So, you know, it's kind of thematic. Oh yeah, there we go. Shit. There we go. Chat, it's got its own wheel. Let me see how good it works. We take it. It works. That's good to know. Yeah, the 5 fiery flavors are cayenne, habanero, Carolina Reaper, jalapeno, and sriracha. I think one of them would do me in. I think the rest I could be okay with, but we'll find out. We'll find out. All right. But yeah, bring your questions, chat. Bring it. Bring it. I want to be challenged here a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of compliments on this jacket. Thank you, chat. But otherwise, how's everyone's Monday been? How's the start of the week been? Hopefully not too taxing, I hope. My Monday's been pretty run-of-the-mill. We actually recorded the PAL right before I jumped on here. Save that maybe for less, and spice isn't your thing. Me? Spice is definitely my thing. Just not too spicy, you know? It's not too spicy. On our tornado watch, be safe next, goat. Welcome in, Aaron. All right. Not gonna lie, as soon as you showed up on stream and I saw the jacket, I was like, damn, Pooya looking sharp as hell. What can I say? I've upgraded, I've glown up, chat, within the span of a day since you last saw me. I'm just closing my access tabs right now, chat, real quick.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
All right. But getting steps inside next to stream next to you, be drinking chocolate milk and getting them gains. Okay, I don't know about all that. Jabita, thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. So I've gotten 6,600 steps today. Not too shabby. Not too bad. Jordan, thank you for the 54th month. Appreciate you. Have you ever done the BeanBoozled with the bad flavors like vomit and stinky socks? No. So that's the thing. I actually was lucky that when it spinned on BeanBoozled yesterday, I had these things already in my stuff. I have the spicy BeanBoozles, and then I have these Birdie Bots beans, which are essentially those. Let me read out the Birdie Bots flavors to you, just so you know. Banana, black pepper, blueberry, booger, candy floss, cherry, cinnamon, dirt, earthworm, earwax, grass, green apple, lemon, marshmallow, rotten egg, sausage, soap, tutti frutti, vomit, and watermelon. So it's a lot. And Tamako's liking the music. Happy to hear it. We did our Eurovision episode is live now in the pod feed. So make sure you check that out if you have not yet on the PAL pod feed. So I was thinking, obviously we're gonna run the wheel for the BeanBoozled ones, but for these every flavor ones, I think I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna put my hand in. I'm gonna pick out one of the beans, and then I'm gonna have my eyes covered, but I'm gonna show you what it is, so you know which color it is, and then you can tell me what color it is if I don't know what the flavor is after. So there you go. It's concerning how well they get some of those flavors to taste like the actual things. I don't even, like, how does one know what vomit tastes like? Actually, do I want to know? I don't think I want to know. So, Okay. How is the Austria bet going to be for Eurovision in 10 years? Jill, I'm putting money on it. I don't know when. You've never vomited? I have, but I don't feel like I tasted because it's going out, not coming in. You know what I mean? Ish, maybe, kind of. All right. So mods, the waiting room is available. So actually, you know what? Let me just sit in this waiting room real quick so that people know where to go. If you're in the Discord, go look for where I am. That is the waiting room. If you have a question you want to ask me, this is basically a very, very open Q&A. You can just ask me a question. Mandy is also in that room right now. So if you're in the waiting room, you pull up there. I'll know where you are. Then I'll pull you into the live stream VC, which is privated. But you'll know when you're in there, and we can go from there. I can stay in the waiting room too, so it's easy for you to head to live stream. Sounds good, man. I'll make my way over. I'll make my way over to the live stream. I have to turn off music, but it's fine. I feel like we'll be okay. Sounds good, Mandy. I won't pull you up and make you ask me a question then. It's all good. So the thing is with these questions too, is like, for example, if it lands on a Carolina Reaper right out the gate, is that going to just destroy my insides? Like, am I going to be struggling on stream? I don't know. So we'll find out together. A little bit of a testy one, but an exciting one all the same, you know? I'm going to move us up to the top of the Discord so it's easier to find. Sounds good. Sounds good, Mandy. Do what you got to do. I appreciate you. Wow. Okay, responding. Relax. Also, around midway point of this stream, we're going to run another giveaway. We're going to put out another Miss Teddy going out to the community at midway point, okay? So, if you're subscribed and you're in the chat at the time that I announce, if you just come out of lurk mode, throw an emote in around that time, you should be in the raffle, in the running. So either way, you're good. All right. Where did this go? Oh, I see it now. Okay, we got a couple people ready to ask questions. I love it. I love it. All right, chat. If you think we should get it going, if we should start with the first question, throw this emote in the chat. Throw this emote in the chat. I did not pick an emote there. Throw this emote in the chat. If you think we're ready for questions. Okay. As I said that, 2 people left the VC, which now I'm like, were you spooked? No, but there's a couple of people still. So. Oh, I see. I got you, Jordan. Wow. Jordan, think of a question. It's the same picture? Exactly. Me and Guy Talk, same person. Same person. All right. Music off. Also, don't be shy, chat. If you end up in the call, just it's a lovely community. You already know this. All right. Let's kick things off. I'm going to bring... All right, should I give you the heads up of who I'm bringing in? Should I give you your name? Or should I just pull... Actually, you know what? No. In case you want to stay anonymous, I will not say who you are. I'll just unmute myself, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I know who this is. You know? All right, just sorry. One second. Let me just make sure that the audio is going to be on stream. There we go. And let me remove that. There we go. All right. Hello. First question asker. You're in the stream. You're in the call. They are muted. They might not know that we're here, but they can hear us for sure because they're not deafened. So. Testing.
Testing.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. Let's see how this goes.
All right. What's up?
Here's
What's the
my
question? Yes.
Who do you think played the better Survivor game? Bryce, Asia, or Robin All-Stars?
Thank you. All right. Thanks for the question. Appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, I think thunder just happened outside. Oh my god, thunder did happen outside. Okay. What the fuck? Oh wow. Oh, we're having fun here, chat, huh? Y'all came in with questions, and it's the first question of the day. Okay. All right. So, who played the better game? Bryce, Asia, or Rob in All Stars? Huh. Do you have ice balls coming down outside? Not, I don't think there's any ice balls. No. I don't think there's any ice balls there. But okay. All right. So the question now is, do I just want to kick things off with, do I want to answer? I think I can answer that. I think I can. I think I'm going to answer, chat. I don't know if that's more boring for you, but I'm going to answer it. Okay? I'm going to answer it. First things first, I think there is a correct answer here. I think of the three, all six player tribes. Okay. Do you need elaboration, or do you just want my answer straight up? Some explanation. Okay. This might come off rude, but I'm currently thinking between two players. Which one do I think had the better game, and the better circumstance? And I think actually I finalized it. My answer is Bryce. I think Bryce played the better game of the three. I think Bryce played the better game of the three. I think Bryce just was very unlucky in the tribe that Bryce had. And the reason why I thought, okay, I'm between two people is because I would say you could argue it's a similar situation that Rob found himself in. The difference is Rob was an all-star season and knew these people. And I feel like had more opportunity to maybe pre it or do something. But also my memory of those games are a lot less. But I'll go with Bryce. I didn't include Asia in my consideration of the three. Not in a means to be insulting or anything. But mostly because I just felt like there seemed to be a little wiggle room there that I feel like could have been taken with a okay, well, just vote Saul out then. But then Asia was like unwavering of like, no, I'm not doing that. Saul can't go there, which I feel like if she had done, maybe she would have still been, like she would have stayed in. But also remember, my memory ain't great, so deal with that. It's Asia. Yep, that's me. You caught me. But all three of them had pretty tough goddamn starting tribes. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. But yeah, there you go. There you go. You caught me. I answered my question. You want answers and beans? Well, I need more questions. That was one question. But yeah, that was a tough one to start. I did not anticipate that being a question that I would get today. Yet here we are. Yeah, y'all asking for elaborations like you're holding a camera up ready to film me do and say something. But yeah, thank you so much. Ooh, wait. Is there a chat in here? Oh, okay. I don't see. I see. Man, who's like, I don't expect people to be looking at it here, but how like a pro. Thank you so much. Twitch is holding that camera for us. All right. I see a new person here with a question ready to go. Let me do this and let me undeafen. All right. Hello. What's up? Question asker number 2. What you got?
Hi there. My name is Juzzy Clutch.
I'm familiar with your work. Yes.
Hi there. I had a question for you, Pooya.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
So, like, I'm sure, like, you have, like, a friend group that, like, you play games with and stuff. If you had to, like, remove someone from that friend group, who would you pick?
Well, I feel like no one knows the context of this, so if you want to name, like, a couple names, I'll tell you who I would remove.
Well, like, okay, so I can name, let's see, me... I could say like a Liv, like a Forval, like an Emma, like a Prez, maybe like a Chow. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Who from that list would you remove?
Okay, thank you for your question. Will be considered. Here's the problem, chat. Every single person named in that list. Russ, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in to the Pirate Crew. Hope y'all had a good stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us for what's going to be a very fun stream. We're only one question deep right now. The opportunities are open. If you are in the Discord and you want to ask a question, go to the waiting room and you can ask it live on stream. But to recap, Jesse Clutch came in with a question and named like 7 people and said, who would you remove from if you're playing games, who would you remove from the group? There's one reason and one reason only I'm going to take a punishment here. And that is because I appreciate all my members of the Less Than 2 crew equally. Okay? It might be less than 2, but it's equal sign 1. My care for all of you. So obviously I'm not going to kick anybody out. We are a very inclusive community, and that is easily the most obvious thing about this community. So I guess I should have kept him in here. So if he's still around, I would have him come back to the waiting room so I can ask a direct question. As far as BeanBoozled or... Okay, there we go. All right, congratulations on your victory. Would you like for me to go for a Fiery 5 BeanBoozled or a random birdie bots?
Let's go with the first option.
BeanBoozled it is. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Shit. All right, chat. Let the wheel decide, right? We let the wheel decide which one we end up going for. So let's do this. We didn't equal 1 emo. All right. All right. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, what the fuck is this? It's Cayenne. It's Cayenne. If I hold this one, will it show it better? Okay, it's this fucking light. Sorry, chat, 1 second. Just to show you. It was... Okay, it's not focusing in. It's Cayenne, okay? Here. See the C over here? It's Cayenne, okay. And Cayenne looks... Okay, what the fuck? Hold on. All right, let me get the light back on. Okay, so the problem is the Cayenne and the Carolina Reaper look eerily similar. The only difference is... Actually, no, I can tell the difference now. Okay, so the Cayenne looks a little more like a kidney bean than the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper looks reddish. Okay. So if I've calculated correctly, this is a cayenne pepper bean. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this bean and also advertise that there are no further questions right now in the waiting room. So make sure if you have a question, pull up to the waiting room. Okay. Now, without any further ado, let's get the first one in. It's chewy. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, that went right behind the fucking gut. Oh, that took the back of my neck immediately. Fuck. And it's still chewy. It's lingering. Oh, this is about to be fucking hell. Okay, I should have answered that question. I should have. I don't know why. Equals 1. No, I should have just answered it. Fuck. It's spicy. All right. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to be okay, chat. We're going to be okay. All right. I see a newcomer into the waiting room. Mandy, if you can figure out if this person is actually here with a question, or is somebody who just came to the room for the lulz, and then I'll pull him in. He is. Ugh, Liv. All right. All right. Hello, question asker. What's your question? Welcome in. Fuck.
What's up, Pooya?
What's good? Oh, that lingered. Fuck me. Okay, yeah, what's up?
Hey, I have a question for you.
What's up?
You have played many online orgs. You played some with RHAP. You played one that I even made for you. So I want to.
I have. I played as a secret, not anonymous person. It was fun.
You did. So I want to know who is the both worst player and best player you've played with in these orgs you've played in.
Ooh, that's a nice question. I'm actually gonna answer that. Appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you, Chow. All right. Okay. So the question was, who is the worst and best player I've played with in these orgs? Okay. So here is my 2 cents. Let me think about it. So I'm trying to go through all the orgs in the back of my head, because I've played plenty. But the two that really come into my mind are the two that Chow mentioned, which are the one I played, Chow's one, and then the sequester games I played, the redacteds. Okay. I think the best player I've played with, or against rather, I would actually give flowers to someone like Jenny Autumn. Jenny would be my answer. Now I could just say Liana. I feel like that's a bait answer. Like you shouldn't accept Liana. That's a gimme answer. I would say Jenny. I've played more than one org with Jenny, and I've watched Jenny play orgs. Jenny is socially incredibly savvy. Jenny is someone people always underestimate, and it's a huge mistake on their part. She is not only socially savvy, she's also very strategic. And I feel like is very clutch in comps, puzzles, and like the games on an org when need be. And I think is just severely underestimated. And she can go very far. In any game you put Jenny, she can go very far. I feel like, you want to talk about, some people will get a reputation and then they're never going to win another game. Jenny's someone who I think has an equal shot of making it far every game she plays, because the underestimated factor and also the social factor. So Jenny's an easy answer for me. Locking that one in. Easy, done, easy. Now let's go with worst. That's probably the one that you wouldn't want to answer, right? That's probably the scary one. And I feel like I need to think real hard about this one, because I want to make sure I give you the correct answer of worst. Because I think truly the debate of like you can be the worst and make it all the way to the end, and you can be the worst and go out early. These are two different worsts, but they're all still worsts, right? So let's be clear about that. Thank you so much, Jessica. Appreciate it. So I'm trying to think of in my worst who would be up there. I think that I'm like mentally going through the list of people that played in the org that I played. Let's see. Shit, this is a lot harder than you think. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to answer that. I'm trying to think of my answer. Damn, I gave half an answer, but I don't think that's Jacob Jones wasn't shit. The thing is with Jacob Jones is that I still think Jacob has good social game and can make it far in almost any game as well. I think sometimes Jacob can just lose focus, and that can be a bit of a detriment to his game, but he's not a bad player by any means. But if I'm being real honest, I'm trying to think of a really bad game. And the problem is I feel like a lot of people have had some decent games. Like I'm trying to think of who would my answer even be from the RHAP game. That's what I'm trying to fucking wrap my head around. Omer. Well, low-key, like someone like an Omer, or the way like Brent would play a game is like, oh, I'm just going to be chaotic because it's entertaining, but also that's how the game's meant to be played. But that's never a winning game. So it's like, do I go with an answer like that? Or am I going with someone who just is very like just poor from the jump? But then who fits that mold? Oh, yeah, Tyler Kakuno. Easy answer. Easy answer. Lock it up. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you for the assist. I forgot about him. Easy answer. Like the whole gimmick was, I'm going after Rob. It's like, okay, and how are you going to do that with what army? You didn't build any relationships. So, perfect. Okay, so update on my tongue. My throat is fine. The right side of my tongue is essentially like half numb. Half numb, little numb. Not full numb, little numb. So I'm happy I answered that question. All right. Do we have anyone else coming into the gauntlet? We're 3 questions deep ATM. If there's another person coming in, you come in. Only because you were almost there with the who was the worst. Exact. Thank you, Mandy. Yes. That was, I mean, and that's true. If I had remembered him myself, I would have said it myself. Jez has another one. I feel like, I don't know if Jez can just come back in and do another. No more helping. Thank you, Mandy. You know what? We'll allow him. All right. What you got, Jez? What's up?
Hi, my name is Jesus.
Nice.
Long-time
New
listener,
person.
first-time caller.
As I
I had
imagine.
a question for you. Yes. So sticking with this
Oh.
RHAP
Yes, go ahead.
vibe. Which one of these 3 would be the first boot if they played Big Brother? Sasha, Amon, or Taryn?
First, so specifically, which would be the first boot?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And
It would have been a lot easier if you didn't say first boot. First boot's hard. I'm obviously answering this. Okay? I'm obviously answering this. So I'm going to add a couple of precursors to this. Okay? One, I'm going to go ahead and make the assumption, in order to answer this question, that nobody is going to know who the 3 of them are. No one's going to know either of them, right? So no one's going to know who Sasha is. No one's going to know who Aman is. No one's going to know who Taryn is. They're coming in as a regular person just like everybody else, okay? So that's 1. 2, I'm trying to, I'm not thinking of a twist. I'm not thinking of a nothing. It's just them regular being tossed in. Let's see how that goes. And I think, and I've met all 3 of them in person. I think the person who I think would be the first boot of those 3 is Aman, in my opinion. Now, I'll explain why I think it wouldn't be Sasha or it wouldn't be Taryn. I think that Sasha has brilliant first impression. I think is very much a social person, and I think would immediately make a couple connections, enough connections to be safe out the gate. I just don't see Sasha being in that situation. Now, Taryn, I feel like wouldn't be the first boot, because I think he would probably go for that first HOH, and I think could have a good shot of getting it, and I think I could see him being roped into a bigger alliance out the gate. Of the 3, I feel like Aman, and I can say this because I feel like I'm in a bit of a similar situation. I feel like Aman, the first impression may not land. But Aman's like me in that someone, like, once you know them. Like, you're chill, you're easy pickings, you're hanging out. It's like conversations are so easy to come by. But initially, I don't think it's like that. So I think Aman is there. I also could see Aman being very chatty and people seeing that as threatening, of like, okay, this is somebody who I need to watch out for. So I could see that happening. But also I think Aman is a little more unassuming, where someone will be like, I'll just throw him up on the block. What's going to happen? Little do they know, you put Aman on the block, he's going to torch the house down. Like, he's going to be ready to give you shit. So there you go. But I think of the 3, off of first impression, I would go with Aman being the first boot. So thank you for that question, but no beans for this guy. Also, I might sit down soon, but we'll see. We'll see. Sasha would be like Brittany with her confessionals. I could see that for sure. Sasha should go on Big Brother. Sasha should be a fun time. I'm actually very anti anyone I know being on Big Brother. So I will never endorse that. Never do it. Never, ever, ever do it. All right. There we go. So we've answered 4 questions, 2 from the same person. So I'm just saying, the floor is open. If you would like to submit or come in for a question, floor is open for you to pull up and get a question in at any point. Otherwise, we big chilling right now. But yeah, I feel like, yeah. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, that's my official answer. Lock it in. Let's move. How do we submit anonymous if one wanted to do so? So we don't have anything to do anonymous. We could, if you would like, I can open the advice form and people can submit anonymously in there. If that's something, and then I can just have it on my screen so people can, we can see the questions and I can't like skip them. You know what I mean? Like I can't go through them. Would y'all like something like that? Good idea? All right, let's do that. I didn't think about that factor. But I've got someone in the waiting room ready to go. So let me just quickly go ahead and make this form, open the advice form. That's the one I'm going to open up. And then I will see what the question asker here has. All right. The form is open. Exclamation advice is the name of the form. All right. Not the name, the command. Guillaume, welcome in. All right, question asker. Hello, welcome in. What's up?
Oh, hey, Pooya. It's me, Forval_Fryvault. Really
Hello.
happy to be here.
Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Am I gonna regret it? I don't know.
we're
That
gonna
laugh was a little suspect. What are you about to ask?
Listen, Pooya, I am a perfect angel. I've never been anything but to you or anyone in this stream right now. We are looking for I'm looking for a kiss, marry, kill kind of scenario.
Okay.
Kiss, marry, kill. You are going to choose between Mike Bloom,
Okay.
Peridium, and
Okay.
Omer.
Okay. Mike Bloom, Peridium, Omer. All right, got it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nailed it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So no, Mandy, the thing with the questions in that form is as long as they don't put their name in it, it's fine. As long as they don't put their name in it, it won't have a name in it, you know? So if you want it anonymous and you're putting it in the form, just don't put your name in it. Don't put your name in it. That's all. Okay? All right. Okay. So that is the question. Kiss, marry, kill, Mike Bloom, Peridium, and Omer. Off rip, Omer, you're dead. Omer, you're dead. It's done. Omer's gonzo. I just feel like if I was married to Omer, my blood pressure would rise and I would be the one that would die. And that is a no-go. I'm sorry, my guy Omer. You, gone. Okay? Gone. That leaves me with marry and kiss. Okay? Marry and kiss between, you know what? Let me, this like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'm making a call. I'm making a phone call.
Hello?
Hey, can you come to the stream room?
Okay, yeah, hold on one sec.
All right, cool.
Wait, do you need me like right now?
Yeah, right now. Why, you busy?
Yeah, I'm doing my stepper.
You're doing your what?
Never mind, I'll be right there.
All right, cool. All right. I know our chat is all perfect angels and would never, but we can't moderate those if someone puts something they shouldn't. So take them for sure. Just wasn't sure if you were thinking of visual. Ooh, Mandy, you know what I could do is I could share the form with you so you can also see them and then you can delete any ones that are bad, but I don't want to make you do extra stuff. So never mind. I can just read them and pull them up. Honor system if y'all trust me. All right, hi, Liana.
Oh yeah!
She is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Did you say stepper?
I'm on my stepper.
Oh, you step over here then. Okay, so the question I'm answering at the moment, I was given a kiss, marry, kill. Yes, that's how a kiss would work. So a kiss, marry, kill, and it's between.
Your room is so empty.
I know, it's between. Okay, are you? Be with me in the moment.
Okay.
Okay. So the question is
Okay. Kiss,
between
marry, kill.
kiss, marry, kill,
Okay.
and the options presented to me are Mike Bloom,
Okay.
Peridium,
Okay.
and Omer.
Okay.
Okay, so I've already murdered one of them.
Is it Omer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you are my Who Wants to Be a Millionaire call. because I want to hear some of your thoughts and analyses on Peridium versus Mike Bloom for My Hand in Marriage and A Kiss on the Lips.
Who's cuter?
What?
Who's cuter? Who you want to kiss?
Okay, I already have my answer.
Oh, well.
Well, now I do.
That helped.
No.
Oh. I think, here's the thing. When I think of Mary, I think of a long-term investment. Like, who am I investing in as a partner?
Yeah.
Like,
They both
long-term.
make content. They both make content.
They both make content. Both are content creators. What else do we know?
If I marry Mike Bloom, I'll have all the little juicy deets when he goes and does the preseason interviews.
You know what? That's actually that's a good
that's
point.
banger.
That's some inside info.
Yeah.
That could be worth it.
Yeah. And if I marry Perita Bro,
Yeah.
I get all the YouTube secrets, and then
You get the
maybe
YouTube
maybe
secrets.
Peridium would edit my YouTube videos for me, and then I get content.
Are you interested in human children?
What?
Well, because you're gonna get Asher if you marry Mike.
Yay!
Oh, okay, so you're pro. See, I was thinking you could marry Peridium and get Juno.
No, Asher's
Ah,
chill. Asher's chill. Asher's like fam.
But you've never met him.
Huh?
How do you know he's chill?
He seems chill. He's been on Goose Goose before.
Yeah,
in
that's
the background.
True.
Yeah, he seems chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then what's your answer?
We'll give a smooch to Peridium. We'll marry Mike Bloom.
Ah, okay.
See, initially I thought it would be the other way around, but it wasn't. So
Well, what made your decision?
what changed my decision was that I was like, of the two, I think Mike Bloom probably knows what he's doing more with the kisses.
Because like man-whore Mike Bloom.
Exactly. But then I was like, but then marriage equals more kisses. But also the preseason stuff really helped. I was like, oh, I'll get all the juicy deets.
The preseason.
And he does all the interviews. I can be like, ask them this question, and then he'll just do it. Which
Yeah.
honestly, I think if I asked him to do that now, he would do that anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, he asked if you could be a kind of soup, what kind of soup would you be
Exactly.
from like the B&B that
that,
1 year?
that kind of unfiltered, unpredictable whimsy is perfect. Just a random hypothetical, and it doesn't have to be like locked down with logistics of like, okay, well, wait, am I a broth, or am I like a can of soup, or am I like
Wait.
natural ingredients?
Hold on, I feel like that's a dig at me.
What? No, you're not even like logistic like that.
I'm not part of the Ding Mary
Yeah.
Bill.
You want to have a jelly bean? Try one.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
They're
What are
spicy.
they? Oh. I'll have the jalapeno flavor.
Are you sure?
Yeah, jalapeno.
Just a la carte, you're gonna do one?
Jalapeno.
Yay!
Spicy. Is it spicy? Chat. Chat.
It's not. I had one. I had
Chat.
cayenne. Have one. Do it. Try.
Okay. Oh my god, look how white I am.
Well, you are factually very Caucasian.
Oh, chat, don't.
No, you're
Oh.
good. What? What is happening? What is happening?
It's spicy.
Here, have soda.
Mm.
Here. No, actually, I have tissue here.
Ew, why is it so spicy?
Because it's a spicy bean. Why'd you cat it?
It got stuck to my teeth.
Oh, that's how it got me. It got stuck and then it started going.
I drink water.
Okay, here. All right. Get her to try one of the other ones. If you think she's gonna do that now,
Well, I just assumed that, like, because actual jalapenos aren't that spicy. What are the other flavors? Cayenne, habanero, Carolina Reaper, and sriracha.
oh, so according to this, sriracha is actually the mildest. I had a cayenne which was middle and it was pretty spicy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, how's it going? Hi, chat.
Good. I've answered about 4 questions so far. 5? 4.
Okay.
I've answered who I think is the best player I've played an org with and who's the worst.
Okay.
I answered well, that was the I answered between Bryce, Asia, and Rob in All Stars, who played the better game.
Oh, the Sequester All Stars.
What? No. Survivor.
Survivor All Stars.
Yeah.
Bryce.
Asia,
Yeah.
Rob.
And Survivor All Stars.
They didn't all play Survivor All Stars.
Yeah.
Just who played the better game in their season.
Oh, Rob in Survivor. Specifically that Rob, not Rob
Yes.
in 6. Okay.
You okay?
The spiciness is getting to me.
Yeah. Is it getting the best of you, like Boston Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just gonna sit here. All right, you can sit here and take a load off. All right, chat. Okay, so we do have questions that are in the form now, but as Mandy mentioned, we don't want stuff on screen that we don't want on screen kind of thing. So I am going to go through it. Okay, so for example, what is your social security number? That is not a question. That is not a good faith question. That is not a good faith question. Ooh, what is one piece of advice you'd give Rob to make his podcasting better? Stay! I need you!
I'm not getting caught up in the drama.
No, come here. Come.
I'm stepping.
Okay, so we decided to answer this as a pair. Liana, what is one piece of advice you'd give Rob to make his podcasting better?
He's perfect just the way he is, and that's why we love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye. All right. Did I see that the season 50 cast is being announced Wednesday? I did not see that. Did you know this?
They dropped something on their IG.
Well, I just found out. Okay. All right.
What's the answer?
Oh, if you're not here to answer with me, you don't get to hear the answer either.
Fine.
Actually, you can if you want. Thank you, Hack. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. What is one piece of advice you'd give to Rob to make his podcasting better? I'm going to think about this for a second, if I will. The problem is, it truly is like he is actually like near perfect. So it's hard. But I'm trying to think. Ooh. Ugh. No. I have my answer. You don't please don't come in and give an answer now. It's too late. I don't want you implicated in this. So my advice would be, if a podcast has to happen late, it has to happen late. You know, like it's like, have a coffee, stay up for it. I feel like sometimes like you got to be there for the late night. You got to be there for that midnight podcast. You know what I mean? I feel like that's when it's like real fun too. So sometimes it got to be late. You got to be late. You got to give it what it needs. You know, Rob is a bedtime, and I respect the bedtime, but it's also this is the business we're in, right? This is our realm, and I think it's all about you got to be there when you got to be there. Sometimes it demands it. Hey, I have a bedtime. I'm awake till 5 a.m. watching feeds sometimes, and then sometimes the feeds are they're bad. You got to be there sometimes. You got to make it happen. So I want Rob After Dark. Exactly. I want a Rob After Dark. Exactly. So yeah, there we go. I think that's an acceptable answer. Also, we still have, just want to let people know, we have the waiting room open. If you want to ask the question directly yourself, because that's been very fun, feel free to go in the waiting room. I have my eye there in case I need to look over. And then otherwise I will continue answering some of these questions from the form as well. All right, well, this isn't the pad. The Terran move, what is with the change of a stream room? I don't know. This is my room, and this is not the pad. This is not the pad. They literally posted images, clips, Survivor 50 cast Wednesday in their last 3 posts. Amazing. Okay. Pooya, bedtime is necessary when you have kids. And while I do understand that, Lauren, again, I'm not saying it needs to be all the time, right? I'm not saying it needs to be sometimes, once every now and then, it needs to be a late nighter. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. All right. All right. Some of these questions are definitely giving more pad vibes. What are you more excited about on Wednesday, the finale or the 50 cast announcement? The 50 cast announcement, because I'm curious, but ultimately I think the finale to see whether myself or Liana are the draft winner. All right. We have a question asker that's coming in live with a live question. One sec, let me get out my chair. Okay. Hello, question asker, what's good?
Hello, it's Quake.
What's up, Quake?
You literally just said that some of these questions were feeling or giving more pad, and I
Uh-huh.
just thought the question I was going to ask you is definitely more pad.
Give it a whirl.
But you know what? We're just gonna get another pad question because that's what I had on the top of my head.
Okay.
So it's a Survivor and Big Brother question.
Cool.
On Big Brother 25, it was an amazing experience for me because it was getting to see a Survivor legend on the Big Brother live feeds and seeing how they operated 24/7. My question is, who are the 3 Survivor players that you would love to see most on Big Brother live feeds and why?
On my feeds and why? Okay, I actually think this is a fun question. I'm gonna answer it. All right. Thank you, Quake. Okay, 3 Survivor players I would like to see on Big Brother feeds. All right. Whew. The problem is a huge goddamn catalog of people that I can look into and pick from. Immediately though, off rip from the new era, give me Franny. Give me Franny. I think Franny would be electric feeds and a fun view on feeds. So Franny, lock it in. Let's move on. I then think if I'm gonna pick someone from like the older era, I feel like Parv is such a, again, Parvati, Rob, like these are very gimme answers. I don't want to give you top 5 most predicted answers. So I'm not gonna give you Parv. I'm not gonna give you like a Rob. I will, however, think a little bit more. Also, Bryce is someone also that's a gimme answer. Also, Groot, thank you for the 100 bits from earlier. Thank you. And Sam Fram with the 3 months. Like we are prime. Appreciate it. Welcome back into Lesson 2 crew. Okay. Can I pick King George? You cannot. Actually, that'll be up to Quake to answer. Quake, what do you think? Is it allowed? Are we allowed to include Australia? Sam Fram also says, gimme Franny. Same page. Love that for us. Parv would be great to watch live. Watch your work of magic. Exactly. We love Franny too much to do that to her. To be clear, I love all the people I'm about to name too much to do this to them. I do not think this should happen. I do not like this for any of them, anyone involved. But that being said, that is the nature of the question. So I'm trying to answer it. All right. So we already said Franny. I am now thinking beyond Franny. AU can be included. Oh God, that makes it easy then. Give me Ferris and give me Kirby. Like, I think Ferris and Kirby would be elite picks for me that I would love to see involved. Or Logan from this last season. That's another addition for me as well. Ferris and Kirby have to play as a pair. That could be fun. So those are my answers for that one. I am seeing a new person in the waiting room, Mandy. Is this another person asking a question? Yeah, but if you don't think Logan's going to get big mad at people on feeds, so just think of the content. He has another question. All right. Liv, where's your question, Liv? You pop into the stream. How about that? All right. Welcome in, question asker.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Yes, I thought I'd give you a break from some of the RHAP and Big Brother Survivor stuff, but not that original. So it is another Ding, Marry, Kill question.
Okay.
But it's between your beloved mods, Mandy, Lone, and Liv. Ding, Marry, Kill.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, Chow. Do you want me to do a fiery one or a Birdie Bots one?
Oh, what one? Sorry.
I have the spicy beans. I also have the ones that is a little more like they have the tasty ones, but also the gross ones.
Oh, I want you to have the grossest one possible, if possible.
But the caveat with the grossest one is I'm going to close my eyes and pick one at random. So it's kind of like a 50-50 deal. Okay, sounds good. All right. Fucking Chow. Imagine asking that filth. Okay. All right. Hello. Okay, and I'm on stream. You want me to open the TikTok?
Yeah. It's funny.
It's okay, but I'm on stream though.
Yeah, but stream can see it.
Oh, I don't have it set up where I can open it here. Where is this TikTok?
That one.
I saw this TikTok already.
Oh, boo!
Yeah.
Get off TikTok.
You get off TikTok. You, Kelly, you brought in a TikTok and we're like, watch it on stream right now. Liana, here.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, you're not eating it.
Oh, good.
I want you to randomly just put your hand in right now. Don't look. Okay?
I can get in this bag.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah?
Now put it in my hand. Thank you very much. You can go.
Can I tell you what color it is?
Yes.
Green.
Green?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, Clan.
Oh! Oh, okay. So this is either green apple or grass. So I don't know which one it is. I can't tell if it's lighter or darker. So we're just gonna have to go ahead and eat it. Grass isn't terrible. I love green apple, so I think I'm gonna love it if it's green apple. What do you know? It's green apple. 420. It's not an edible. Okay. I feel bad. That was very nice. That was very nice. Another. Fine. I'll do one more, but we're not doing a keep going. If I get a tasty one, that's on you. Okay? Do one for each mod. Let's not get carried away, chat. Okay. Oh, God. So I'm holding two in my hand. Okay. I'm holding two in my hand. I'm going to show you. I'm going to keep looking this way. I've got two in my hand. I'm going to pick one and put the other back in the bag. I feel like I want to go with this one. I'm going to go left is correct. We're going to go left and we're going to put... Okay, so this one is grass. This one is grass. This is going in the bag. Goodbye. And then this one is... Oh, I don't like the look of this at all. Oh, you're joking me. Okay. So, I don't think you can see this. I don't think you can see this proper. Yeah, the light's too bright on this. Okay, maybe you can. So, okay. So do you see this one? You see it says vomit, right? I think I got the fucking vomit one. I actively got the worst fucking flavor in the batch. I should have just ate. Why didn't need to eat two? I hate it here. It's fine. It might not be vomit. The only other one it can be is banana, but this looks vomit. This looks vomit. I should have went with grass. Okay. Do I have enough soda and coffee and water? Yes. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I might have to stand up for this one. I don't think this is a sit down one. Okay. Chase it with a spicy one. Chat, come on, please. Please, chat. Pretend you're fans. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, God. Did I spill? No! What spill? We didn't spill anything. We didn't spill anything. We spilled nothing, chat. That was disgusting. Oh, I had to take it like a pill. Because I bit into it. I split it in half. And it was... I was like, well, doesn't taste like anything. And then... Remember how earlier I was like, oh, you can't taste vomit. That tastes like vomit. That was disgusting. So I had to take it like a pill so I wouldn't keep chewing at it. Because it does get stuck, Liana said, it does get stuck in your teeth. And then you have to keep chewing and it's a mess. Okay. The good news is the jacket still looks good. Pooya still looks good. We're good. So we're good. All right. Next question. How much of the Less Than Two Discord do you actually read? Honestly, a decent amount, I would say. I wouldn't say I'm like fully tapped in, but I know what's going on. I know right now there's people watching Survivor, like older seasons of Survivor without any spoilers. I know people are doing that. I know people were watching The Amazing Race there. Like I know there's a lot of watch parties going on in my Discord. So I'm relatively tapped in, I would say. Oh, nice try, Russ. Your jacket is looking very Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. I don't know what that is. Actually, do I know what that is? Leon Kennedy, Resident Evil 4. Oh, shit. You know what? I'll take it. It's all fun and games. Pooya vomits after eating I'm not going to vomit, Chad. It's calm. It's chill. But what I will say is that was foul. That was so bad. Oh, I see who's in here. All right. It's everyone's favorite pirate. Hello, Mr. Russ. What's good?
Hey, what's good, Pooya? And
hello. Hello. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Doing good. You're doing great so far.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Request.
A request.
Humble request. Yes.
Okay.
So my request is that you unban the word fluffy.
Get that out of here. Absolutely not. I didn't even let them hear what you were going to say. No, Russ. The answer is no. Why would I do that? Why would I do that, Russ? Why would I do that?
I mean, you can eat a bean instead. That's fine.
That's not a question. That is a request is not a question. A request is not a question.
Well, you know, potato, you know. Either one's fine with me.
All right, I will take that question into considerations. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right. All right. Now here's the thing. I could scam you. And I could scam you like this. I can say, I'll unban it, but I'll set it up where if anyone uses it, they just get banned. Is that better? Is that better, chat? What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bean. That's what I'm going to do. That word can stay banned. And we got another question asker live in the studio, ready to go. All right. Okay. So now I've had a green apple and I've had a vomit, which it just can't get any worse than that, I don't think. All right. And now we got... Ooh, it's pink. It's pinkish. What is this one? This is sausage. There's no world this is going to taste like a sausage, right? Pooya hates us. I do not hate y'all. Why is it banned? Because. Just because. No, the lore is, it is a name that Russ and crew gave to one of their pets in their game that they were playing on stream. And then they duped me into naming one of my things that, and I felt like it was I got scammed because that's one of your things. You tell us if it tastes like sausage. Let's find out. Weirdly enough, it kind of does. It kind of does. But not in a good way, you know? Shit, man. What are these disgusting beans? I'm gonna have to start just fucking answering questions. All right, new question asker in the building. Perzo, what's good?
Hey.
Hey.
It's going well.
Perfect.
So, I was intrigued to give you a traders related question since I know that you do so many about that.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Could you... Yes, I wanted to see if you would answer, what is your least favorite player in every season of Traders you have covered?
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I got you.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Perza coming in with a fun one. Okay, every season of Traders that I've covered. In order to do so, we need to look at the graphics. The problem is I can't pull any up without spoiling y'all on some of these seasons. So I'm going to quickly look at them. We're going to start with Traders UK. And Traders UK Season 1. Least favorite player. I like to ask you for all same for all four. Okay, Papaya. Let's be reasonable here. The issue is what type of sausage, because Portuguese style, American style would taste different. Yeah, I don't know what Birdie Bots is going for, but you let me know. All right. Okay. So season 1, I would go ahead and say, hold on. Let me just open all of these. Actually, I've not covered season 1. You said every season I've covered. So 2 and 3. That's where we are. So I will say season 2, it was it, who was it? Season 2. You know what? I didn't really care for Andrew, so let's go Andrew for season 2. Or Ross, actually. I could go Ross for season 2. Season 3, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the name of, where's that guy? Joe. Get Joe the fuck out of here. I don't care that it was a whatever. Nah, it's Joe. We are an anti-Joe household here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Traders USA. I did cover all 3 of them bad boys. So let's look at what those ones are. I feel like 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Okay. So season 1 was easy to tell you that season 1 was, if I remember correctly, Ari. Yeah. Get Ari the fuck out of here. Actually, I could easily give you Quentin. I can give you Andy. But I'm just gonna go with Ari for the exit. Season 2, I'm going to give you bananas. Season 3, I'm going to give you I'm going to go ahead and say Lord Ivar. Lord Ivar. All right, now we go to Canada. Traders Canada season 1 and 2, easy enough. We are here. This is season 2. All right, and I am gonna go ahead and say for season 2, my least favorite was Aaron. And then season 1, which I am not seeing here. I need season 1, please and thank you. There we go. Thank you very much. Season 1, my least favorite was... season 1 is actually a decent cast now that I'm looking at it. I will go ahead and give you... I mean, Dominic didn't give us much and then got like removed from the show. So I'm going to give you Mickey. Just because Mickey didn't do much. Okay, how about that? All right. All right. Correct answer. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Then I have Australia real quick and then New Zealand and then we're done. I didn't realize how many I've covered. Chat, this has been an amazing journey. And we have another question ready to go. A IRL question ready to go, which makes me want to, I'm going to close the form for now since we have a lot of questions now loaded up. And then if we need more, I will let you know. Okay. Okay. Cool. Deal. Okay. So season 1 of Traders, I did not, actually AU season 1 I didn't cover. So let's go season 2. Season 2, I did cover. And season 2, oh my God, there were so many bad ones to pick from. Holy crap. See, I feel like as a hater, I should say Sam. But ultimately, I'm not going to go with Sam. I'm going to go with Sarah. Or no, I'm going to go with Keith. Fuck Keith. I'm going to go with Keith on that one. All right. And then we're going to go with New Zealand is the final one here. And for New Zealand, we are going to go with... For season 1, New Zealand, I'm going to give you... Shit, I don't care. Like, is that bad? I just don't really have an opinion here. So I'll just go ahead and give you Kristen. Okay. And then season 2, I'll go ahead and give you Joe. We'll go with Joe here. All right. All right. There we go, chat. We got them all answered. Good stuff. Good stuff. Easy done. All right, let me just shut these tabs down real quick. Also, RHAP Traders. I didn't cover RHAP Traders. I guess I covered the second season. But also, do you really want me to answer that just so I can say Dwight and then move on? I mean, it's not the truth, but it's what I would say to be shady. It's what I would say to be shady. All right. Okay. I'm going to go with the question asker in the old Discord now. Hello. Welcome back.
Hello, and hello, crew. I forgot to say that the first time. Here's my question.
Yes.
What has been your most embarrassing moment as a podcaster?
As a podcaster. Okay. I'll think about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What has been my most embarrassing moment as a podcaster? Now, I feel like the easy answer is to say, like, oh, when Sam Asghari called me out. I actually don't even think that was embarrassing. That was like, I'm happy. I'm proud that he listened to my shit. So no, it's not that. If I'm going to think about it, you may know, Rob, what is it? You tell me. But yeah, no, it's, to me, that's not that embarrassing. Okay, this chair thing was a mistake, but anyway, we'll try and do it. When you overslept Pooya Friday, I'm not even embarrassed. It's a natural thing. People were just telling me Rob has a bedtime. People can let go of me sleeping that one time. It's okay. You know, like, I don't think that's that embarrassing. I think, I did an exit interview. For, I want to say, The Anonymous. And I feel like one of the people, one of the people definitely misunderstood what I was saying and took offense to what I was saying. Basically, without spoiling the show, and if I remember correctly, it's been a year now. There was a person on The Anonymous that was basically in a showmance with somebody else. And I brought up that, you know, they were two people that were seen working together, but I recognized that they were like a player of their own. And I was asking some questions that related to that. They basically heard it as, you are the same person, and like got defensive about it and started like, I was like, I didn't say that. But then I'm like in the middle of an interview, like, how do you correct that? So I kind of just let it be how it was. Again, not that embarrassed about that one, because I knew what the truth, like, I knew what I was trying to say was. I will never say for which podcast, and it was an audio only podcast, but I once had to run to the bathroom while a podcast was happening, and I had to move over to the bathroom to pee and then run back with this at the time I had a laptop, so that was kind of embarrassing, but no one knew about it. So I was like, is it really embarrassing? But yeah, that's like 3 for you to choose from. That was 3 for you to choose from. You make your pick. That's what I'm saying. Being called out by Sam Asghari wasn't embarrassing to me. If anything, it was kind of like a, oh shit, I made it moment, without sounding really conceited. Because here's someone who's been on the show that I'm watching, and who listened to my podcasts, remembered who I was, and then came in, didn't call me out immediately in the pre-call, waited for us to get on the podcast, and then waited for a moment to naturally bring it up by being like, oh, they say I'm your boy, huh? Well, that's interesting because you said this about me. And I was like, shit, this man like knows and checked my shit out. So I didn't feel embarrassed about that. I feel like if I was really like a dick to him, I would feel, I don't know I don't think I'd feel embarrassed. I'd feel upset or maybe like apologetic, but not embarrassed. I'm surprised that wouldn't happen more in terms of the bathroom. Yeah, I don't really like the thing with nowadays. If I want to go to the bathroom, I just get up and go. And if it's with 2 people, like if it's me and one other person podcasting, obviously it's a bit more of a tough situation. But I've had it even on live feed update where I'll just message Taryn on the side and be like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, be right back. So it's not really that big a deal now. But in the early days, it was different. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now next. All right, let me answer the next question from the form, since that's where we are going now ne Of all your typical Goose Goose lobbies, people you regularly play with over 10 games, which 2 people would you choose to not play with you again? Oh, God. The thing is, I've already chosen one in my head. I just have to think of a second one, and then I can avoid taking a bean. And I wouldn't say Omer. I wouldn't say Omer. I see the Omer mention. I wouldn't say Omer. I'll give you the one, and I'll try and think of the second. How about that? I've been disrespected for the last time, chat. I've been disrespected for the last time. Aman is one of them. Aman is one of them. I've been ghosted one too many times. So if someone has to get the boot, Aman is that person. It has nothing to do with our friendship or the memes or the feuds. But I feel like Aman has ghosted me one too many times, chat. As sad as that may sound. But then the problem is, the question asked, how many people have played over 10 games? So I'm trying to think of who, I mean, most people that have been in my lobbies have played with 10 games. The problem is, though, Aman is just a sleepy boy. I agree, Mandy. I agree. But also, I feel like, and maybe this is just me, I feel like Aman could have messaged me after the fact, the next day. Like, we're 24 hours past Goose Goose. He has not acknowledged that he didn't show up yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, and like, listen, I'm somebody who, I get it because I'm bad with responding to people. Like, there's absolutely podcasters that could tell you, please not respond to my message from like 3 days ago. So I get it. But at a certain amount of time, like after a certain amount of time, like, bruh. The problem is I don't have a second one. I really do not. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. 10 games. Well, I assume over 10 games, they mean over 10 lobbies, Papaya, this question asker. Because we've done over 215 now, right? So that's what I assume. See, like Kyle from Big Brother, we played 2 games with. So no, I wouldn't say Kyle from Big Brother's on there. I feel like the easy one is to just pick somebody who just has played 10 but doesn't play anymore. AJ's played over 10, but there's no world I would ever say AJ. I love playing with AJ. Yeah, I think it's a bean. I just don't have an answer for you, chat. I don't. But I said, I gave you Chappelle's too easy, can't say him. Chappelle doesn't like playing, and I don't even think he's cleared 10. So I wouldn't say Chappelle. Liana. I mean, I could say Liana, but that would also be just me saying a name to get out of eating a bean. Because I don't like Liana as an open invite whenever, but like I feel like she doesn't play that often anyway, so it's easy. I've not cleared 2. How many has Shannon played? Shannon's played like 4, maybe 5, maybe close to 10, but I wouldn't even pick Shannon. Like, I know we have this like weird feud from the draft stuff, but I don't actively dislike playing games with Shannon. Although, no, I'm just gonna eat a bean. I'm just gonna eat a bean, I think. But if I pull a vomit one out, I might have to end stream. I don't think I can do it, chat. I don't think I can go through it again. I almost think it's better to not know what the bean flavor is that you're gonna have. Oh, I would love to play with Rowan, Mandy. The problem is Rowan's like typically, oh my god, I think I picked soap. Okay, it's either fucking earwax or so, oh my god, there's a rotten egg one. Why is there a rotten egg one? Oh my god. Okay, great. So it's either earwax, soap, or rotten egg. I know, Lori. I said that and then I lied. So there you go. There you go. But yeah, Rowan is someone who the timing, yeah, you're right, just does not line up with Goose Goose, sadly. Okay. Okay. It wasn't soap. It was not soap. That much I can tell you. It was not soap. It was either it was rotten egg, I think. Oh god. Okay, let's start answering some questions. Okay, let's just keep answering questions here. Okay, hold on. Actually, real quick. Real quick. Let's officially start the timer for the giveaway. Mods. 8:40 we'll run the giveaway. So if you're in the chat and you're subscribed or you're listening to me and you're a lurker, just throw one emote now, because then it'll just count you for the raffle. You won't miss out on the raffle. So 6 minutes. Okay. Oh, sorry. 8:40 my time, meaning 9:40 Eastern and 6:40. Yeah, 6 minutes from you. have 6 minutes. Throw your lesson twos in. Okay. I know everyone is copacetic now, but who was the most upset and took the longest to get over the Chappelle Liana blow up on the first RHAP Traders event? You, Liana, or Chappelle? This is gonna sound like I'm lying, but I promise you, I swear, it's the truth. None of us had issues with it. Liana literally walked into my room right after the game and was like, I tried the tears, they didn't work. Like, I tried everything I could. It's him, isn't it? I was like, yeah. Like, she was like, fuck it, whatever. Like, she was just done at that point. Chappelle obviously goes on to play the game, has no issues. Me, in the moment, I was very nervous. I was very nervous for her. But when she came into my room and was like, nope, I tried everything I could. The gambit didn't work, whatever. I was like, okay, she's a real one. So everything was fine after that. I think the good news is that everyone involved in that, they're like, yeah, we're playing a game, we're having fun, we're trying to be entertaining. So it's all good. Mandy, thank you for the 55th month. I appreciate you. Did the creepy baby make it to your new place? Probably. All right, chat. Thank you for putting your emotes or just writing in the chat to make sure you're in the raffle for the second of the Miss Teddies. Sal's here, won the Miss Teddies last time. So if you're subscribed and you've put in the message in the last 6 minutes, you should be in the running, good to go. In 5 minutes, it'll run. Next question though is, who is your favorite and least favorite RHA person to podcast with? Well, you don't even need to put the favorite in the person. Thank you for the prime, so appreciate you. Welcome back in for your 8th month. Okay, so the thing is, you don't even need to put the favorite because you're obviously looking for the least favorite. And this is gonna sound harsh, okay? It's gonna sound harsh, but I have a perfectly good explanation. Least favorite is Jordan Kalish, and here's why. Jordan's microphone is very low volume. And you can't, like, I've asked him to increase it every time. He can't increase it. It's at its absolute ceiling. So podcasting with Jordan, it's so low volume that it bugs me as someone who like is very conscious of tech stuff. Like when we did Mafia stuff, it was so difficult for me because chat's yelling at me that Jordan's audio is too low. And I'm like, I know, but what can I do? There's nothing I can do. And then I'll be like, Jordan, your audio is too low. He's like, oh, really? Okay, I'll adjust it. So anyways, and then it's like, it sounds the same. So I know that sounds harsh, but honestly, that's the main reason why. Favorite person to podcast with, I'll give you the non-regular predicted people, right? So I'm going to remove from the equation anyone I've co-hosted podcasts with. Actually, should I do that? Okay, I'm going to remove Liana, easy one. I'm going to remove Rob, another easy one. So I guess everyone else is fair game for favorite. Huh. Shit, that's hard. Okay, maybe this was a lot harder. Bryce was full of energy. Bryce and I haven't podcasted with each other nearly enough to my liking. I'm very upset about that. If it's not AJ, it's the wrong answer, not gonna lie. Then tell AJ to watch 90 and get on pod with me, because I don't really get to talk with AJ a lot. Annabelle's your favorite? Annabelle's up there. Annabelle is absolutely up there. Perfect mix of shenanigans, chaos, but also strategy. And I'm happy that Annabelle's taken and enjoyed the 90 day of it all. I know Jay because I've tried to get AJ to play Goose the last couple of weeks, and he's been busy. Okay. Okay, no, I'm gonna go ahead and not count anyone I've co-hosted a podcast with on RHAP. So that removes Annabelle, removes Scally, removes Chappelle, removes Peridium for the one trader season we did. Liana, obviously. Shannon gets removed off of that as well. I think, would you say I co-host the Friday morning updates with Taryn? I would say so if I have a weekly spot. So Taryn gets removed from the equation. You know what? Oh God, I'm thinking about it. This is a harder question than you'd think, chat. To pick one person. I mentioned, yeah, Scally for traders also removed, yeah. I'm like Doctor Strange that once I'm going through all the scenarios and all the people just to make sure I don't forget anybody. Okay. I'm going to go with, I have a couple of names in my head. And I'm just trying to figure out which one is the one. Oh, Mike Bloom. I picked Mike Bloom. Just because legitimately you can talk about any show with Mike Bloom. Any show. And it works. Any show. It could be the dumbest show on the planet, or it could be the smartest show on the planet. And Mike Bloom works. But that is also low key. You're right. That is an easy answer. That should have been. That's like with the Mike and the Liana and Rob of it all. Jen Rads, you have won the giveaway. Congratulations. Now, Jen Rads, I am gonna go ahead and send you a Twitch Whisper with the form for your details, your address for the giveaway. If you are still willing to. If you want to go through with this. If you do not want to share your address, I understand that. Just let me know and we'll run it again. But I assume you're down to receive the Miss Teddy. Mike is an encyclopedia. Absolutely. And I think that's the thing. He is an absolute encyclopedia. So any conversation you have, he'll be easy to to handle that. And also, I feel like Mike is someone I'm very comfortable being in the passenger seat with. Like if I'm like, I don't know if I have enough information there, I can guarantee you that Mike will carry the conversation for us easily. All right, Genrats, I have sent you the form link. There you go. Missed it live, damn phone call, but I'm honored to make you eating bean. Responding, it's been brutal. My stomach's not happy with me right now. Thankfully, there is a chicken waiting for me downstairs to eat. For dinner after this, so we're good. All right, I have run out of good drink to wash down any bad aftertaste though. All right, let me see. Let me just see out the rest of this form. Is the plan. All right, where were we? Okay, next question. Found it. How about Jason Reed? In which category? Favorite? May? Because Jason Reed's a very easy conversation as well about any show we've talked about. Or any show I've listened to him talk about. Costco chicken? No, Cub chicken. Cub Foods. All right. This question is, what is your biggest pet peeve about Liana? Now, see, you may have thought Pooya's going to eat a bean over this. You are wrong. My biggest pet peeve about Liana is... I feel like I'm trying to lock it in. Hold on. Let me think about the right one here. Okay. So my biggest pet peeve about Liana is, and I did allude to this earlier, Liana is a very critical thinker, which can both be good and bad. Which can be pretty good and bad. Now, what I mean by that is she's a critical thinker And when I give her a hypothetical, she can't just answer. Like if it's a yes or no question, Liana has more questions for that question, which means the questions take forever to get answered when I'm looking for a very quick answer. So that is an issue for me. That is a bit of an issue for me because sometimes I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time to talk about the layers to which you're thinking about this. I don't hate it about her, but I don't have the time to sit through it sometimes, you know? Please, like I have several. Not I have several. She may be indecisive. I don't actually think she's indecisive, but when it's like a very innocent hypothetical, like it'll be like, okay, so you have $1,000 right now in front of you, and you can do whatever you want with that money, but you have to spend it in the next hour. What are you doing? And she'll be like, okay, but is it taxed? I'm like, just what are you gonna? No, it's not. You have 1,000. Do whatever you want with it. Okay. Is it in like? Is it like cash? And it's like just answer the question. Like just tell me what you do with 1,000. That didn't happen. That's just me thinking about off the top of my head. You know, she overthinks someone when you call her or have her on ask a question. Yeah, she thinks ahead, but she also she needs a couple seconds to think as well. Is the thing, which I have no problem with, but for me, can be tough sometimes. Oh my, I feel bad. So this next question asker says, do you have any plans to ask Liana to marry you? You know, I've been thinking, if I'll be honest with you, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about taking the next step with Liana. And I think that when the time is right, I'll know when the time is right. Don't do it. Chappelle! Listen, when the time is right and I can find a DeLorean, I'm thinking of going back about like 5 years and doing it then. I think it'll work. It's too soon, brother. Chappelle's like, you have so much more life to live. I'm not getting the vibe that Chappelle's trying to steal my girl. I have a feeling he's trying to have us go bar hopping together or something. We will let the chat know first. We won't spoil Liana. Right. Yes. Have you and Liana ever considered moving to Minneapolis? Yeah, so it's a question asker. I know I'm being a little facetious and shady, but Liana and I have been married. That's what I meant by that. But hey, I appreciate you asking. And just know that if we weren't married, I would have eaten a bean over answering this question. What are 3 regrets you have about moving to the U.S.? 3 regrets? You want 3? 3 regrets. 3 regrets. Oh, I regret, I guess it's not about moving to the US per se. I regret not saving more money before I moved, is one. I regret not being more active in the community in Connecticut. Now, when I say active in the community, I don't mean like, getting involved with like a group or anything specific. Just getting active, seeing more of Connecticut while I had the chance. I feel like I spent a lot of time indoors, by choice, but I feel like I missed a lot of opportunity to like see places and do things. So that was another one. 3 regrets. What's the 3rd regret I have about moving to the US? Chappelle, kind of spitting facts here. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to keep touching the table here. I don't think I'm that far from my family for it to be like a regret. Yeah, we're exploring Minnesota more for sure. Far from poutine. You know, that might be my big regret. That might be the one. Oh, being away from Winston. What am I saying? I miss Winston every day. I miss Winston. I wish I would have brought him over with me, maybe. But these girls could not fucking handle it, let me tell you. All right. What is Liana's worst cooking that she has ever made you? Okay, so this is a hard one because I genuinely and honestly will tell you, none. She has never cooked anything bad. I've enjoyed everything I've eaten. And that's not me being like, ooh, he's being nice. I'm being very honest. She's very clinical when it comes to cooking. So, and like, maybe that's a little bit on me because she'll be like, this has too much salt. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Or she'll be like, this is under seasoned. I'm like, no, it's not. So maybe that's just me. But what's the worst? What is the worst? Fuck. The thing is, I have to remember what she's made. She made something with... No, actually, I really like that cabbage thing she did. It was like cabbage and sausage. It was actually a banger. Shit. Okay, let me see. I'm going to call her and see if she's awake. If she's not, she won't hear, so it's no problem. She might remember me being critical of food she's made. Hello? Oh, you're still awake.
Yeah, it's like 8:30.
Yeah, but you're you, so allow me.
I mean, I am going to bed soon. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But get off my case, man.
So can I ask you a question? And it would require you to be reminded or think back. So you've cooked in our relationship for me, and I've eaten
Hell
what you've
yeah,
cooked.
I've cooked.
Okay. And now, Mandy, think we'll give this up to Chow. My question is, or the question that was asked was, what is the thing that I found to be... The question actually was, what's the worst cooking that you have ever made me? And I said, I genuinely have liked everything you've made. And then someone said, well, what's the worst thing? And I called you to be like, what is something that I've criticized on your cooking or not liked that you can remember, if anything?
Well, you don't like salad.
What?
So I feel like I would say like any salad.
That's such bad faith answering, Liana. What does that even mean?
Well, it's okay. Not everybody has to like salad.
Who said I don't like salad? One. Also, two, you making a bagged salad is not cooking.
Let's see.
You're so shady for that one, because I do eat salads.
Why?
Because you're being mean.
Okay, well, you never wanted to go to the salad shop whenever I wanted to go to salad
Yeah,
shop.
because when we have a house rule of we're doing one meal out of the house, I don't want to go to the goddamn salad shop. I feel like that's fair.
But I liked the salad shop.
You can, and I've always said, what have I said? I said you can go. I don't need to go.
Fine.
So
Well,
no, we
I'm going back to
can
the
dine
other
out
one.
once a week, and Liana's
How
like,
about you?
let's go to the salad shop.
I like their salads.
Okay, well now we are requiring
Okay,
you
all right,
to.
fine.
Yeah.
I take it back. I take it all back. I take it back. I don't know. What have I feel like there's been stuff that's been like mid. I think I'm more critical of my cooking than you are.
Yes, because you'll be like, this is too salty, and it's not. So.
Yeah. Or like, it's bland, and you're like, no, it's good. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there was some like slow cooker thing that was like mid, maybe.
Yeah. See, I had no problem with it. Is the thing. I've had zero issues with it.
Yeah. Well, that's because I'm a decent cook. You know why? It's because I can follow a recipe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you're
and
clinical
I know which
with it.
recipes to pick. That's also part of the thing too. Like you gotta pick a good recipe.
Yeah.
Like, there's these recipes. Stop and Shop used to do this in their magazine where they would have recipes, and some of their recipes I would look at it and I would be like, this is gonna taste like trash. So like, that's also I think part of the skill set.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's it.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I wanted them to hear it from you as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Have fun.
Thank you. We
All right,
appreciate
bye-bye
you.
now.
Bye now.
You're welcome.
All right. So, chat, at the end of the day, I was on point with my answer. So let's go to the next question. Rate these podcasters' podcasting skills. Scally, Kirsten, Chappelle, Mari. What are we doing here? Hopefully Chappelle has left now. Because what is this question? He has it? No, he totally has. He's not here. This question was from Chappelle. If he was here 40 minutes ago, then it's from Chappelle. All right. Basically rank your friends. Right, exactly. Wow. Okay, I think I have to fucking do a bean for this one, which is fine unless I get saddled with something I need to get another drink, basically. So let me get that. Let me get a drink, and I'll be right back, and we'll do this, because we're answering two more. There's 3 more questions. We're going to answer those, and then we are going to spin the wheel and see what we do tomorrow. Okay? So let me just go ahead and set up some music real quick as I go downstairs to grab another drink, and I'll be right back upstairs. All right. Okay. I'm back, and we're going to go over a spicy one now, chat, because I feel like we did spicy at the beginning, and then we stopped doing spicy the rest of the way. So we're going to do that, and I got a drink. I got a caffeine-free Diet Coke, so we'll have that to have, so that's good. All right. Yeah, Scally, the latest question is rate these podcasters' podcasting skills, and it is Scally, Kirsten, Chappelle, Mari. So there you go. So we're not answering. We're instead taking a spicy bean and hoping for sriracha. Jalapeno. Okay, so we're actually doing the same one Liana did, which is supposed to be the second bet. Like it's one level lower than the cayenne, so it actually should be okay, hopefully. Okay, let's do the cayenne. Okay, I mean jalapeno. So cheers. Oh damn. Oh wow. Oh, I can see why Liana panicked on this one. It's not bad, just the immediate jalapeno taste definitely takes over. Did you hear Liana? I don't think you did. Although, I have my headphones on, like, tight, so I wouldn't hear. Anyway. Not bad. The thing is, I will say about these jelly beans, they're kind of gross. They're kind of not the vibe at all. So, yeah. All right, we got 2 more questions. Hopefully fun. Okay, this question doesn't make sense. If you had to have a fetish, what would it be? Like, is like if I was to have if I would like to have one, what would I select? Then wouldn't I just have that fetish? Like, wouldn't that be it? Right, that's what I mean. You either have it or you don't. So, pick your freak. I have decided to select this fetish. All right. Oh, wow. This last one is a doozy. Does Liana have a fetish? Let me ask her. Liana, do you have a fetish? Yeah? Thank you. Okay. I don't know if y'all heard any of that. Did you hear any of that? Oh no, LOL. That was funny. Guys that wear hoodies, if you don't know. Yeah, bearded Persian men is what she said. Which, come on. I mean, you don't get to pick your superpower, but we all say which we would want anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. This last question is a doozy, chat. You have to do one of these things once. You have to do one of these things every day for the rest of your life. And one of these things you can pass on. So, okay. Would you ask her? They'll be talking to your next pal. I think she's going to forget. Okay, so they said I have to do one of these things once. One of these things every day forever. And then one of these things I can say no to and never do. So number one. Oh, sorry. The three options are... Wow, Tom, sir, you want to get timed out? You want to get timed out, buddy? So the options are getting probed by aliens, skydive naked, or only eat things you foraged or farmed. So, I feel like the problem is I don't fancy the question specifically was, if you had to have a fetish, what would it be? And we agreed we cannot had to have. You either have or you don't have. You know? Yeah. So skydiving would just be so time consuming, it's true. Getting probed by aliens, skydiving naked, or only eating things you foraged or farmed. The problem for me is I am trying to justify not having foraged or farmed as my rest of your life, because I don't fancy the idea of foraging for my food, and I do not fancy farming for my food. Like, I don't want my food messed with. But then it's like, is that a small price to pay to either not get probed by aliens or not skydive naked? I could become a farming streamer. I mean, that is true. I could do other stuff. I could do like my life would be regular. The only difference would be I'd have to farm for all my food. Or it says only things you foraged or farmed. It doesn't say I have to farm it. If someone else farms it, I can just use that, right? So, does skydiving naked omit the parachute? I doubt it. I think parachute doesn't count as part of your outfit. So we can tell that pro by ends isn't a Pooya fetish? No, it isn't. Although I feel like that's the one you go for if I'm trying to keep food forage. I think getting probed by aliens either gets passed on or you have to put that in your one to remove one of the other two. So due to heights, I'd rather be probed than skydive. That's the problem. I hate heights. But then if I have to do it every day for the rest of my life, I'll get used to it by like day 5, right? Like you'll be fine after that. Like you just have to overcome it in the beginning. I think honestly, call me wackadoo. That might be what I do, is get probed by alien the once, and then for the rest of your life, skydive naked, because you'll get used to it by like the 5th, 6th, 7th time, whatever. And then I can eat whatever I want because I do not want to forage and farm. I don't want to do that. So what are we doing? Are we skydiving solo? Or is there a person strapped to your back too, like the guide? I feel like in the beginning the guide has to be there, And then after that, the guide can go away because I become a professional at it. But the guide might have to be there. But also, I'm now thinking about it. Imagine having a skydive naked at like 80. Like, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot to handle. Oh, shit. I'm okay. Now I'm like backing out. Now that I think about the logistics of being older, I don't love that. I'd rather be awkward for me than do it wrong myself. Amen, Scally. Truer words have never been spoken. Also, Little Andre, thank you for the Prime sub for your 45th month. Sorry, I feel like I just saw your Prime sub right before I went to get a drink. So sorry. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. There we go. Chat, that is all the answers. And you were saying Liana overanalyzes? It's different when you have to talk through options and you're streaming. How much of this stream would be boring if I just gave you an answer and moved on? You got to elaborate a little bit. Build the world, if you will. But okay, so chat, we have one order of business left. First of all, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the BeanBoozled. I think it went well. I think we had a good fair share of answering questions and eating disgusting beans. So let me go ahead and get that wheel out here. BeanBoozled is now done. We are officially one item off of the board now. And now we can go ahead and spin that wheel for the next item. Tomster, they went 14 month. Appreciate you. I propose a Pooya one-word answer for 4 hour stream to wheel. What is that? We found out people really want to rank your real friends. That's what we learned. This is true. All right. Thank you, Scally. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm going to remove y'all from, actually, you can see what the wheel is. There we go. And we're going to find out what tomorrow's stream is. And then we can also decide what the time is. We'll go live together here. That's the hope. That's the hope here. We can sort that out. Okay. Okay. Cool. Get the wheel emotes in chat if you're ready for this, chat, so we can see what it lands on. All right. I don't know what I want and I don't know what I don't want, but all right, let's do it. Let's just spin it. Let's spin it and go. Okay, this will be fun. I think this is a very fun idea for us to do. So it's willyoupressthebutton.com. This is a very kind of, funnily enough, what we just did. It feels a little scripted because what we just did is what just landed, right? It's going to give you two options and you pick which one. Or is that right? Let me click it. Yeah, see? You can talk any language you want, but you can't write anymore. And then you decide whether you would press the button or you wouldn't press the button. I see. See, there's a double-edged sword. Yeah. Some of those questions are a bit offensive. We're just saying, if any's offensive, we just skip it. If any's offensive, we'll just skip it. We won't we're not gonna be like, all right, yeah, let's talk through this problematic question. We'll just move on from it. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. And I feel like we can run polls and see what the chat thinks. What are your thoughts? Yeah, that'll be fun. I think that'll be a fun, hearty discussion. So for this, let me talk you through my schedule tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm recording 90 with Sasha tomorrow, actually. So let me go ahead and real quick see. I think if y'all want to run same time tomorrow, chat, I think we can make that happen. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. And I don't think there's anything, I don't think we're clashing with the schedule. It is Tuesday, it's not Wednesday, so we should be clear there. What do y'all think? Are you fine with that? We cool with the same time tomorrow? 8 p.m. works well. Perfect. We need to see a poll, see if chat agrees with you. Yeah. So it's funny because I feel like two more thematic ones back to back. Well, BeanBoozled actually did not have that theme. We just made it that be the theme for to give us a reason to want to avoid the beans, which now I just have these loose beans. What do I do with these? Do I just wrap them and keep them for like the future? That's probably the move, right? All right. Who you giving the rest of the beans to? I mean, I'm gonna keep them. I feel like maybe in the future we have some use for them in some capacity. I'm not sure what that capacity would be, but it would be some capacity. But yeah. All right. Fun stream tonight. Looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you. I hope y'all had fun, chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was so great. And thank you for showing up and showing out. Y'all were here. The energy was a 10 out of 10. And I'm very grateful for the lovely community we have. Shout out to everyone who subbed today. Oh, a Reality TV Hangover fan, Tomster and Corey. Speaking of subs, back to back with 1453 and 46 months. Thank you so much. Corey says, I'm traveling for a bit starting tomorrow, so glad I was able to make it live to one of these. Thank you so much, Corey. I hope you have safe travels, fun travels, and thank you for stopping by and hanging out for today. Reality TV Hangover fan says, bring on the wheel. We did, and it worked out. Thank you so much. Will Liana be covering Lego Masters again with her sister? The new season starts tonight, and I've always loved her coverage. Jill, I'll be honest with you. I have not even heard about Lego Masters coming back. So I don't know. And I feel like Liana would have said it to me if she had, if they are. But also, for all I know, they're going to do it in like a couple weeks, maybe like a batch. I have no idea. I can ask her and then tell you by tomorrow. Okay? How about that? The promise month prize is beans. Who wants this? Would you like beans that might taste like vomit? I would never do that to y'all, chat. Also, I want to say huge thank you to Mandy. Obviously, I love all my mods, but tonight Mandy sat in that waiting room for BeanBoozled the whole time in case anyone came in for questions. So just throw up a thanks mods and some lesson 2s in for the mods, please and thank you. And Mandy saved me from that one specific question that I was able to skip. So thank you, Mandy. All right. All right, chat. It's time to go. Where shall we head? You know what? We're going to go to somebody who we've not gotten to hang out with in a minute because he's been busy. But if you would like to do me a favor, chat. Tom, sir, I rated Quinn on Friday. So I was actually thinking of rating Dwight since Dwight has not been around recently because I want to kind of guilt trip him a little bit. Now, chat, we have the opportunity. We're here together, okay? We had fun tonight. Let's have some more fun. I want you to go to Dwight's. We're rating Dwight. Go to Dwight's and be like, hey, do you hate Pooya? Why don't you play Goose Goose anymore? Just hit him with a little less than 2 guilt trip, okay? Obviously, we can then be like, oh, we know you don't hate him, but I want to see his reaction. Got a split Ray message? No, just that. Put it in your own words. I think it's always better if it's authentically from you. GGD dropout. He had surgery. I had no fucking idea. Are you serious, Hannah? Oh, now I don't want to do that. Now I don't want to do that sinus. I had no idea. Yeah, now I don't want to do this. All right. Abort mission. Switch it up. Say you miss him. Say, I miss you in Goose Goose. Come back. We miss you in Goose Goose. Hit him with that. Yeah. If he talked to you, you know that? I mean, Lori, that's also fair. Yeah. Abort. Just say we miss him and we want to see him back in Goose Goose. Let's do that. I tried being a menace. We're off that. We're not doing that anymore. All right, chat. Hope you had fun. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, with pressthebutton.com. We're going to play that and see how those answers go. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good one.